Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in the Digital Business.
Oh yeah,
A Candid Chit chat with Mosunmola and
and
Sandy.
Sandy.
Uh, so today we have a special topic. So the topic is what mindset shift were essential in your journey to success as a business owner. But before we dive into the topic, let's introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Sandy and I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry. I'm also a proud digital business owner.
Yeah, and me here, your babe here is originally from Nigeria and by choice residing and working in the USA, New Jersey precisely. And I've been a healthcare worker of several years, and now I'm still a healthcare worker. I'm still an MRI and mammography specialist, more of mammography nowadays. And then now I'm a digital business owner and I'm rocking it.
Okay. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinars, and that happens at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists for that day. So as a host, we have Toa. She's a teacher. And our first panelist is Emilia. She's a former business support administrator and now a job quitter. So we have a job quitter in the house. Congratulations, Emilia. We also have Raman, a stay-at-home mom. Mary Saini, a retired senior corporate executive.
Yeah, and we also had Deborah, who is an online digital business owner, which means she's doing it full time, which I'm aspiring to be. We have Apple, who is a finance manager, and she's also rocking it in the digital business world. We have Maximilla, who is a social aid worker. You see, my fellow healthcare professional. And we have Gajit, who is a full-time housewife who is also a digital business owner able to supplement her family income. So they are worth listening to.
So our live webinars have subtitles in 5 languages now. So that's Spanish, French, Vietnamese, Tagalog, and Arabic. And our replays have subtitles in any languages. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday and also register for the new upcoming live webinar, you just have to register in the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today. So today, this is our topic. So, what mindset shifts were essential in your journey to success as a business owner? So, do you want to start, Mosunmola?
Okay, if you want me to start, so I need to put on my screen. This is what I want to use. Um, and I need it to be big here. Okay, so I want the big screen. Okay. Okay, so what mindset did do I need for the success, for my journey to the success land? In anything that we do, we something must be in your mind, and it is what you are thinking that you become. So if you don't want to become something, don't think about that thing. So when we were growing up, we have this mindset of becoming a professional and then getting a paid employment. That is, we are tuned in our mindset to be a perpetual employee. That is a mindset that we all grew up with. It's very good to be educated, and I'm still learning, because learning never stops. The day you stop learning, that's when you start becoming a decayed person. So because the world is evolving, every time there's always something new to learn. So I'm very happy as a professional. I am passionate about my profession in, in the healthcare. This is a mammography setup, and I'm really very happy seeing results, helping people that have those challenges and things like that. I'm very, very happy with my job. But then that perpetual employee mindset is what I have a problem with. That so, what types of mindset do we have? You have the owner mindset, that is, the person has the money, he has the money, he buys the building, the business, and is owning it. It is in his name. And we have this founder mindset. That is the person that thought of the idea and brought it all up and put it together. He might and he might not have the money, but he to run it, but he has that mindset to delve into it, to do research and create that franchise or that business. We have the entrepreneur, that is the one that is carrying the torch, that is going, illuminating around the globe, and is actually the one doing all the job, building the empire. He's the one building the empire, is the one that is relating, that is helping people, that is walking the walk. And we have the directors, they come together, they collaborate to make everything to work. So we have different types of people in the industry. So what do you exchange if you are an employee? What do you exchange for your paycheck? Who is calling the shots? Who tells you when you need to go on vacation? Who tells you when you need to, what skills you need to bring to the table? Who tells you when, when they need you, what you have to do, what tasks do you need to do? They are the ones that are controlling your skills, your time, and your strength. So for each paycheck that you have, they've taken your brain, because you cannot say, this is a medical outfit. Like, what do we do here? We attend to health challenges and things like that. And you are coming with an engineer mindset. If you are not going to work on our equipment, we don't need you. That is it. Somebody with a backache now will not go to an engineer, he will go to a doctor. So if the company direct, or if the company, the owner needs to employ people, he needs the brain that will work in the fields that he actually needs. And they will call the time. You work for so hours, and I pay you so and so. So you cannot say, my daughter has to go to somewhere, I need to say, I need to kiss my wife goodbye, I need to do this. No, 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 no. They are controlling your time, and they pay you for that time, and your strength, your energy, the passion that is inside of you. You have to put everything to that work, and they have to see it, that you are passionate about that their job, before they will pay you. That determines on what they are paying you for. So do we really need all this? What mindset that I need for this business is to be the CEO of my own brand. That is the change of mindset that I needed to be successful in this business. The recovery of my time, my strength, and my skills. Though I am still working, but I do not give all my time to them. I do not give 16, 12 hours every day in order to have that paycheck. No, I decide on how many hours I want to put in. Yes, so I've recovered part of my time, and I'm still hoping to recover more. And my strength, I don't need to go out there, whether it is cold or it is raining or anything, just to go and do work in that company, or to build another man's empire. They decide how much. Okay, from the profit we have made this year, this is how much we're giving you. No, and my skills, I bring my skills also to my business to build my own empire. So that is the shift that I needed to make it, to make a success. So success isn't a sport, it is a cumulative of many pursuits and sports. We need to be disciplined. Sometimes you may need to keep late nights, because I'm coming in now. I still need, I need to work. I come in from the paid employment. I need to work on my business. I need to have some extra time now. And we also have moments of rejections, need hard work, sacrifice, and failure is actually part of the journey. Failure shouldn't be a setback. It's actually a stepping stone. It's part of the journey. It's part of the package. You need to hustle, and we need to have a vision, a focus, and believe. All those will accumulate to that success land. So you see, we have a lot of things in the mindset, and the mindset is not chasing fame. In this our particular model, we are not chasing fame, we are not chasing fortune, we are not chasing power for me, myself, and I alone. No, no, no. This is a people's business. This particular, I'm not talking about other people's businesses, I'm talking about this business. So this is another shift in my mindset. It is not competing with anybody. We are not competing with anybody in this. That's one of the mindsets that they correct with us here. We are all collaborating together to help each other. Yeah. And we work in collaboration with like-minded people to grow together and help others. It is actually very, very important in this business that you are not only helping others, you are also seen to be helping others. Sometimes we need to give back to the society. You don't make all the money just for yourself. You give back to this community. You help others to be enlightened, to know that you don't need to exchange all your time, all your skills, all your strength to get paid. No, you can actually still have your strength, have your skills, and have your time, and still be making it. So that perpetual employee mindset has been thrown out thrown out into the garbage bin. Like all those lies they tell you, if you don't work hard, if you don't work this. No, we are not aiming at working hard like in those hard work. We actually work smart. Now you work smart, not hard. So all those bad friends, all those negative people, all those toxic words, all those who will say, no, 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 you cannot make it. No, you have to know this, you have to know that. Actually, in this business, we are not aiming at just come your people. Oh, I have to talk to this, making cold calls or knocking on people's doors. No, 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 all those are lies of the devil. All we do is to take out all those lies, and then follow the training, be coachable, and you will see where others are making it, you can also make it. So this mindset, some people, they have the mindset when they are hearing us, oh, this digital business, some people will say, I don't want to do it. There are so many scammers out there. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put my money into this thing. They will just sit down on a spot. They will sit down in the comfort zone. They will sit down in the status quo, and they will just sit down doing nothing, following whatever they have been, that employee mindset. They will just sit down with it, and when they are supposed to retire, they are not able to retire with a peaceful mind, because they know that whatever money they are giving this time in another 3 4 years time that money will not be able to pay all their bills, and therefore they have to go back to work. So when you have this mindset of I don't want to do it, I want to keep my money, I don't want to do it, you are just going to be in that lower part of the ladder. And then there's somebody that will say, I can't do it. That is another mindset. I can't do it. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I cannot do it. They will be looking at other people up. You see, he's looking at what other people are doing and say, oh, all this talk on the social media, all this technical knowledge that I need, I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. Mm-mm. So they will sit down and they will be looking at others. And there's another one that will say, I want to do it. And that person will stand up, look at what others are doing, and say, I want to do it. He puts one step up. He is ready to go. I want to do it. Yes. Then he will find out because he's fully standing. He will say, how can I do it? How can I do it? He's on his 2 feet. That's another mindset. I'm going to try. When he says, how can I do it? He begins to learn. He has a coachable mind, a trainable mind, an investigative mind. He puts his brain, his skills to action. Yes. And then he puts his leg up. The step, he puts his leg on the next step, taking that first step up. I am going to try. And then from that, he says, I can do it. Yes, I've seen this secret. I can do it. He picks up and he runs. And then he gets to the top. He says, I did it. I did it. So, isn't that very, very beautiful? If others can make a success at this, I can do it as well. That is the mindset that works. You have your laptop, you have your phone, you have your internet, you have your vision board here, and all your tools are there. So, if others can make a success, I can do it. And the power of prayer is so real. Don't ever doubt it. So that's the little I want to share today. And we hope it gets somewhere.
Thank you so much, Mosunmola. And you touched a lot of good nuggets there in your presentation. I borrowed one of your slides to talk. Um, the one with the ladder, going up the
Okay,
ladder.
okay, okay.
Um,
You want me to put that up?
um, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You can see it, right?
No, not that one. The other one, the one that has like discipline, late nights.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one. Yes. Thank you, Mosunmola. Okay, so for me, the mindset shift that were essential in my journey to success as a business owner. Um, I think, well, I guess most of the people sometimes when they come to the business, they have like an employee mindset, which some Mosumola touched that too. So they want to do the business, the online business, but they still have the employee mindset.
Mm-hmm,
Um, and in order to be able to succeed in this business, you have to shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset.
mm-hmm,
Um, because if you stay with the employee mindset, then you're not really um, thinking for your business. You're not really pushing for your business because you still, in your mind, you still relying that your job is more important than your business. So that's the shift between between employee to entrepreneurial mindset. You want to do that shift because um, if again, this is very important. You have to have a strong why, because if you don't have a strong why, it's like I'll just give you an example. It's like you're driving, going to a road trip, and If you know where you want to go, you have a direction.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know where you want to go, it's just like you're gonna drive around, around, but there's no destination. So that's the same thing. If you don't have a strong why, that you know that you're doing this for a reason, then you're gonna start doing it, but not having a really a why what you're doing it. It's just like in the air. So eventually, when you're gonna encounter those struggles, you're gonna give up because you don't have a strong why, something that pushes to go towards your dreams. Um, so you really have to sit down and really reflect in your life, what needs to be changed and why you want to change it, and that's your big why. Okay, because if you analyze your life between 3 to 5 years from now, and if you see yourself in the same place, nothing changing, that means that you have to do something. Because as Mosunmola mentioned, everything keeps changing, evolving. But if you stay in the same place, nothing is going to change. And you might encounter yourself in a difficult situation, because as we see now, even buying groceries is double uh, of what we used to pay. So if we're still in the same place, it's going to be even more expensive as we go past the years. So um, it requires, a strong why. That's first of all. After that, so and you need to shift from employee mindset to entrepreneurial mindset. In my case, I think I I had the entrepreneurial mindset, but um, I thought that I had a strong mindset, but then starting my business, I encountered a first setback, and I realized that my mindset was not as strong as I thought. Okay, and this is a failure. Okay, but as Bonsumola mentioned, failures are not a bad thing. It's a stepping stone towards your success. And yes, my failure, my setback, it was a learning experience for me, uh, that showed me so many lessons on that failure. And one was, you have to feed your mindset every day, because if you don't have a strong mindset, that's what's going to happen. Your mindset is going to fail you. And I did mention this on other lives. uh, your mindset is like a muscle. So if you don't train your muscle,
Mm-hmm.
your muscle is weak. Okay, so the same thing for the mindset. If you don't feed your mindset every day, when you encounter a situation like I did, your mindset is going to fail you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened to me when I encountered, I was starting my first YouTube ad. It was my first one. And then boom, I got flagged by YouTube. So to me, it was like the end of the world. I I had that victim mindset, the problem focus mindset. And but thanks to a member of our community, which that's what I really love, because we have the global online community that give you that support. um, a friend was able to help me out to come back and then change from that victim and problem focused mindset to a solution focused mindset. So then I decided to look for a solution. So that was one of the first lesson that I learned. So you gotta fit your mindset, okay? So that's very important. Discipline is another one. Um, there's another thing that I I struggle sometimes to have that discipline, and I'm working on it as I go on my journey. Um, but it's part of the shifting your mindset to be more uh, consistent, to be more, to creating those habits that is going to allow you to reach your success. One of those habits that I'm creating now is, and I'm working towards, is waking up in the morning doing the savers. So I'm doing it with a group in the morning. We meet, and then we work on a visualization, affirmations, And also, um, we do some motivational, so to keep us motivated, focus on the things that we need to focus. And also we have some business tips that to help us, like for example, like Mosunmola mentioned, we want to be able to save time in our business. So we find ways to make work smarter, not harder. So that's one of the things. So um sorry, Mosunmola.
Do you
So
want me to put it on?
it's okay. I'm gonna share just mine. Don't worry.
Okay.
So so yeah, so that's one of the things. So for example, I've been all my life a night owl because of my industry. I usually was doing the later shift. So I needed to create that discipline of waking up early. Okay, so that's what I'm working towards, shifting from a night owl to an early riser. So that's one of the mindsets that I'm shifting. And it's been a process because I used to stay awake between 3 2 a.m. in the morning. So now the latest that I would stay is around midnight. But I still have to work on that a little bit more. But it's a working process. So that's one. In terms of rejections, yes, mindset again. Um, yes, when you start the journey, and you some people ask you about the business, and then you tell them, you get rejections. Okay. um, because they think that this business is a scam and all that, and it hurts at the beginning, hearing, because like you really want to help the other person, but um, they don't believe in the business, which is fine. I understand, because there's so much scam out there, but it hurts you at the beginning. Um, but then after, it's like, we have in our last convention there was a speaker that says, I don't know Mosunmola, maybe you might know the name, but it's go for the no. So it's like you go, like as many no, when you ask someone and they say no, like you go for the next no, and the next no, and the next no, and eventually we'll get a yes. But this really helps you in a way that those rejections, it doesn't hurt you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you work on the mindset. So you tell them, you tell them about the opportunity. If they don't want to take it, fine, no worries, just move on to the next person. A good example of that is the owner of the Kentucky Fried Chicken. He knocked so many doors across the United States, trying to promote his recipe, so someone will invest in his recipe. But he got so many rejections, um, until someone, after so many rejections, say yes to his recipe. But this is just to show you that he was persistent. He never gave up. After so many rejections, he kept going until he found that person. So it's the same thing for go for the no until you get the yes. So that's the mindset. That's the mindset that it allows you to be resilient, and keep being persistent to continue, and not letting any rejection to bring you down to give up on your business. So that's the kind of mindset. And now it doesn't hurt me, when people say, just say, okay, fine, whatever. um so it doesn't hurt me, so I have that mindset for that. So but it hurt me at the beginning. It hurt me at the beginning when I say, about the online business, and people, reject it. Hard work. So in terms of hard work, um really the hard work is just, having, like I say, having that entrepreneurial mindset in a way that, you do, if you have to do your training, because that's the way that you're going to be able to do your business, you have to do your training. um, you don't have a boss, because this is not a job. This is your business. So
Mm-hmm.
that means if you want your business to succeed, you gotta put the work. You gotta do the things that will make sorry, you gotta do the things that will make your business to have that success, and that means do the training. So you have to do your training. You have to do your things that are required for your business. For example, do your posting. Show up for your business every day. It's very important, because if you show up for somebody else, why won't you show up for your business every day? This is your business. You're not working for anybody. You're working for yourself. You're building something for yourself and for your family. So you have to shift that mindset and think, this is my baby. This is what I'm creating. So uh, put that full love towards your business. Um, and yes, at the beginning you have to put more, uh, but you know the rewards of your hard work at the beginning will pay off at the end. So you're gonna be able to enjoy uh, all the time with your family. You're gonna be able to have that financial independency and have the time, because that's what we're looking. Have time to be able to do the things that we love, and to be able to be with the people that we love. So doing the hard work, you gotta shift that mindset that this is my business, so I gotta work for my business. I gotta go work towards my dreams, and not thinking, oh, I'd rather work for somebody else. No, do it for yourself. You are the one who's gonna get all the profits, not somebody else. So why not do it for yourself? Sacrifice. Yes, at the beginning you're gonna have to sacrifice, and that's something that you have to understand. Again, mindset. Um, because everything requires a sacrifice at the beginning to be able to enjoy something. So, for example, um, athletes, they have to sacrifice time to practice, to be
Mm-hmm.
able to represent their country and to be able to win that gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing for us, like I mentioned, at the beginning you have to sacrifice part of your time, because if you wanna do your business, if you wanna make this going faster for you, then you have to put the time on it. And when I say put the time on it, it's not only about posting and doing lives, but also about learning, because we do have the training, but also you want to be able to find ways how to work smarter, not harder, right? So find ways that are out there, because technology keeps evolving. So find ways how you can save more time for yourself by using automated systems that will help you to have more time, and at the same time, your business is going and working behind the scenes for you. So learning is very important, to keep learning in this journey. Never stop learning, because that's how you're gonna keep ahead of the game. Um, if you stop learning, then you're gonna be behind. Okay, so never stop learning, because that's how you keep watching. What's working out there, what's not working. How can I improve my business? You gotta think about that stuff. Remember, you are the boss,
Hmm.
so you have to have that entrepreneurial mindset. Failures, well, I already talked about failures. But if I touch a little bit, from that failure that I had at the beginning, when I encountered the second one, when I was advertising on Facebook, because I learned from that failure at the beginning on the YouTube, I didn't see the same situation as I see it the first time. You know, I wasn't devastated anymore. So that's how your mindset start to shift. And that's how you need to do. Um, And you have to hustle. You have to have a vision. It's very important. If you don't have a vision, um, then you don't have a direction. So that's like the example that I mentioned before. You have to have a vision. Where you going? What are the steps that are gonna get me there? What do I need to do? And focus on your goal, like an eagle. You know, focus on where you want to go. Never go take that focus out of sight. You gotta keep pushing forward, um, because that's part of the mindset. You gotta keep on what you want, and don't let any distractions or any negativity that might be around you to bring you down. Don't let that shift your mindset from where you want to go. And believe. This is mindset too. Believe. This is very important. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in what you're doing. You gotta believe in your business. Um, because like the leaders say, when I went to the convention in Japan, the leaders say, we can believe in yourself, but if you don't believe in you, then nothing's going to happen. Doesn't matter how much we believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself too. So all it starts with you. So you have to shift that mindset and start getting those doubts out of your mind, and start focus on believing yourself. So if you had doubts, find out what that those doubts are, and see how can you work on those doubts so you can start eliminating those doubts and go back on track. So seek for help if you need help to be able to overcome those doubts. And all those things, that is going to be along your journey, are going to be part of what is going to take you to your success, to your final destination, to your goal. Although in our journey as an entrepreneur, we never have really a final destination because we keep pushing forward and forward. uh, but the thing is, like, the long-term goal that you have for now, that's what is going to take you there. So it's going to be a road of ups and downs, but with a strong mindset, you're going to be able to go there and achieve what you want. So yeah, so that was part of my journey, and I'm still learning. um I'm still learning. Sorry, I'm still learning. It's not like I have a long way to go. um I still need to improve, on my mindset, continue, feeding my mindset, and be more resilient, so I don't have that setback that I had like the first time. Um, so working towards that, working towards, be able to have more time management. My time management is not so great, but I'm working towards that. And like I mentioned, the discipline, that's another one. So, but that's part of my journey. That's part of my growth, and that's what I'm working towards as I go on my journey. So yeah, so I want to share that with you guys.
That's very nice.
Thank you, Mosunmola.
That's very nice. You see, if we don't change something, nothing is going to change. But when we say nothing is going to change, it is very, very relative, because if you stand by the side of the road and you decided you're not going to get into a vehicle, into a moving vehicle, and move from that spot, you want to stay in that spot. Believe me, you are the only one that is stagnant. Vehicles will be passing around you, they will be going. People will be walking past you, they will be going. So even the air around you is shifting, is changing from minute to minute, from second to second. So believe me, you are the only one that is stagnant. You will stand there and be remaining stagnant, whereas other things are moving. So if you are in a company, if you are an employee somewhere, and you decide that all these ones that they are talking about, no, I'm getting a very good pay, I'm going to stay here, and so on. If you refuse to move, sometimes the employer can decide that if I can employ somebody younger, I don't need to pay this much, and they will tell you to go, no matter how good you are. Or they can decide that, okay, the company wants to shift from man labor to robot labor, and therefore they get robots that will be doing the work of 10 people at a time. So they don't need to pay 10 people, they just get a robot. And you cannot convince the owner of the business that no, that's not good because you want to be there. No, they will tell you to go. And if you say you're not going and you stay, you stagnant with that company, after 40 years, they tell you to move. And you move, and then you discover that every other thing has left where you were standing. So that is just life. If you say you're not going to change anything, you're going to continue to leave your children under the care of outsiders and so on, those children, they are not going to remain the same age for life. By the time you will now realize it in another 10 years, that 1 year old has become 10 years and his values has changed. So if you decide that you will not change, things around you will actually change. And then it is just left for you alone.
Yeah, you touched something, yeah, very important there. And this I've seen it, in so many companies that they have shift from having employees
Mhm,
to having contractual
mhm,
employees.
mhm,
And the reason why they're doing that is a lot of businesses or companies, they're trying to cut off on expenses.
mhm,
So they rather hire a contractual than to have an employee. Why? Because if you hire an employee, you have to pay for benefits and
mhm,
all that. So they rather, hire a contractor where they don't have to pay for any benefits.
mhm,
Um, so that's one thing. And the other one is you mentioned about being replaced. And yes, I've seen this too, where someone worked for a company. And I remember this when I was working on retail. A friend of mine was telling me that her dad was about to retire.
mhm.
But just before he was about to retire, they let him go.
Aha.
So because they let him go before he was retired, he didn't have um he didn't get any benefits.
Aha.
He was cut off of the benefits. So this
Mhm,
is just another example of that. How companies are trying to cut off the expenses,
mhm,
but on with the stake of employees that they're having in the company. So yeah. Um, so I guess we have a right to the end, unless you wanted to add something else, Mosunmola.
That's just it. That's just it. If you don't change something, nothing will change.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So that's the end of our live for today. So if you guys wanna put in the comments something that we talked today, you have any tips, any advice, or any comments about it, or something that you wanna share, just put it in the comments. We are happy to read it, and also, someone out there might also get inspired by your comment or what you say. So we are here to share, because Karen is sharing. So it's important to share what we know with others, and so we learn from each other.
mhm,
Uh, s- so thank you everyone that has watched us today. Thank you for all your emojis, all your comments,
mhm,
for all your support. Thank you for those watching the replays. Like I said, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, so we can show how global we are. And for our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, and for all your support. So thank you again for everyone. And until the next episode of the digital
good.
business Candid Chit Chat with Mosunmola and Sandy.
Sunday.
So thank you, everyone. Happy and blessed Sunday. And for some part of the world, it's already Monday. So happy and blessed Monday to everyone. And God bless you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching.